I thought she got more attractive with the chompers.
You thought that after the lady turned into a deer, too. I'm starting to think you're a furry boy.
Furry man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Furry man. Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrorble Opinions Podcast. As always, I'm your horrible host, asking if you see that deer up there.
I'm Daniel with a Y.
I'm only gonna hunt bear beavers now. That's it, yes.
It's a bearver.
Supposedly voiced by the Backstreet Boys.
All of them?
So that's the thing. They don't know who actually took part of it, but the Zombeaver bear, one word, is credited to Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, because the other Zombeavers are Fred Tatasciore. So.
Yeah, and that's not the only musical icon in this movie, Ryan.
There's another musical icon in this movie?
There's another musical icon that really ties this movie together.
I didn't see Meatloaf in this movie.
Well, he would have fit in as well.
You would have heard him.
Of course, if you haven't guessed by now, we are talking about 2014's award-winning movie, Zombeavers.
I didn't know that.
That's right.
Did it win an award?
Won my award.
Probably. I'm sure it won some minor award or something.
Yeah, my award.
No award
it's a
is
minor
too
award.
minor.
That is a very, very minor award. I don't see any award listings on here. Surely it won one of those like fun ones.
Best dog death, maybe.
Best total amount of beaver puns.
Most beaver shown on screen.
Oh, okay.
Best male bods in cinema.
Well, most realistic male bods, maybe.
Yeah, I could relate to these male bods.
Hard to attain.
I saw myself in these
okay?
characters.
The peak male form was on display.
Like this is attainable. I can do this.
Yes. So, Zombeavers, boys. We open with two men in a pickup truck named
Oh my
Joseph.
God.
What? The two men in the pickup truck?
I forgot about the two guys in the pickup truck till I rewatched it.
Joseph
Fuck.
and Luke. Joseph and Luke, who are played by
Bill Burr and John Mayer. Yeah?
Now, Ryan.
That's John Mayer?
That's John Mayer, the musical
The guy,
star.
the singer.
He's
Your
he's
body
funny.
is a wonderland.
Oh, I'm aware.
He's funny as hell.
Yeah, I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, whoever this is serving. Oh, what's his nuts? Well, I'm blanking on his name. Dude from Barry. Yeah, the main dude. Why am I really, Daniel? You're just gonna stare. You know who it is. God damn it.
I don't do names.
You're like, oh my god, fuck. Well, I hold on. Bill Hader. I'm staring at him. I'm like, is that Bill Hader in like a wig and mustache? Staring. I was like, no, but man, it definitely feels like he's doing a Bill Hader like bit. And then, yeah, it was John Mayer in his cinematic debut.
Almost unrecognizable.
I would say unrecognizable.
Unrecognizable. Yeah.
I didn't recognize it. And that's what that word means.
Although I've never seen him without a guitar.
I don't think I've ever seen him actually ever.
Oh, well, I dated him for a weekend.
That does
Although
track.
did he give me a hand job at an Arby's or
He got a hand job.
did I give him a hand job at Arby's?
Either way, I can't shit at his house anymore, and I think, how's that constitutional?
You ever have a friend that says you can't shit at their house anymore? Well, they get all upset, and it's like you shit on their table. I did shit on their table. Hey, man, do you see that deer up there? Bill Burr's looking at his phone. Yeah. No, I don't think you do.
I don't think you do, man.
Fucking plows into it. Deer explodes. Canister of ooze flies off the back of the truck. Bill Burr looks up. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Kenny, I knew I was either going to love this movie or just hate this movie in the first 5 seconds when we got the intro song. It's some country's like, there's a hole in my heart since I left you. And I'm like, I'm either going to love this or this is going to suck.
The best song's in the ending credits. And I'm going to recommend that we play it at the end of this episode in full after our goodbyes, just as a little treat.
Zombeaver.
It's so fucking good. I believe Daniel actually showed me this movie. Usually it's the other way around. So he pulled this up. So we watched this years ago.
When it came out on
Was
Netflix.
it 2014 when we watched this?
Yeah, buddy.
God damn, almost a decade ago. I knew it'd been a few years since I'd seen it, but I remember like loving it. I don't remember it being this short though, which was kind of refreshing.
Under 90 minutes, right?
Yeah, it was 77 minutes, I think. It's good. You can make a short movie. It's fine, people. Don't get me wrong. I like some long movies, but also no texting and no boys on this girls' weekend. Do you remember what happened to our friends who went to the mountains that were supposed to have no boys and no phones? They got creeped on by a guy in a wheelchair and then eaten.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what fucking movie you were talking about.
You
You gotta go all the way back to the first episode.
Deep cut. The first cut is the deepest. I'm talking Abominable. I think this is Abominable universe of chicks having girls' weekends with no phones and no boys.
I don't remember beaver puppets in Abominable.
There was a sick, Abominable snowman puppet, but you know what? There were chicks who were supposed to have no phones and no boys. You know what? One of them had a phone, and there were boys across the way. Chicks died. That's what happens. Don't follow the rules of a girl's weekend.
Is that a real dong on her phone?
I hope.
I hope so.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Anyway, in this movie, who do we got? We got Jen, Zoe, and Mary. Now, which one's the cool one?
Zoe.
Of course she is. Okay. Movie over.
She's the only one of those three that I recognized.
What did you recognize her from?
Sushi Girl.
You've seen Sushi Girl? I've only heard about Sushi Girl. Okay.
What is Sushi Girl? Don't tell me. Are we going to watch it?
I'd say it's more suspense.
Yeah, it's
horror.
It's borderline. Maybe we'll consider it for a fun one. But she has a great role in Sushi Girl. She's Sushi Girl.
Okay, I was gonna ask, is she the Sushi Girl?
She is the Sushi Girl model who just lays on a table naked as portions of sushi are on her, and you eat them off her
on her body.
Right. Yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Does this exist in real life?
Probably.
The Sushi Girl? Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh, okay.
I want Sushi Boy though.
Oh my! No, you don't want Sushi Boy. You want Sushi Man.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, then why is it a Sushi Woman?
I don't know.
I was set up. Other than that, I mean,
I'm kind of with them. I'm with, who is it? Is it Mary, who's listening to what I can only describe as progressive Tetris music?
That's accurate, I guess. Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe what she's listening to. It's like Tetris music. I don't know. Soviet Union came back and we got Tetris 2.0 music, but it's weirder.
We got it. Look, Daniel, after you finish this movie, did you go stare out at the lake in our backyard and stare at the swim dock? Think this could be our lake.
Our lake's bigger than that lake.
In some shots, yes. In some shots, no. There's one shot where they try to make it look massive, but the rest of the time it looks like a fucking pond. And I think it's hilarious. But I'm like, ooh, we could make an unofficial Zombeavers sequel. Did you see like the bumblebee land on the beaver?
No.
No? You didn't see that? Good. Me neither, but they say it happens to imply there's a sequel, and I don't know when it was. I watched the credits.
Oh, is it at the end of the credits?
So, it says...
What is this implying?
That there was gonna be a sequel
with a B.
Zombies. But I thought that was dumb.
Yeah, undead bees don't really have the personality that an undead beaver really shone through on the screen.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Kenny, when you were 12 years old, did you own a cap that said #1 dad on it?
I was going to call that out.
I think if any of us would have had one of those, it would have been you.
Honestly, if I would have found one when I was 12, I would have definitely had it. Because all those shirts that are stating random things like that, like personal identifiers, I find hilarious to have, especially when you don't actually have that. Other than, we ain't out here buying, fake military cats. We're not doing
I was just going to say, yours says Vietnam vet across the top.
We're not over here doing no stolen valor moves here, except for on,
I fought in Azeroth for quite a long time.
I fought in Korea. I fought the Horde against Azeroth on the evil portal.
I fought the law. And the law won.
I went into Outland.
I don't know what that means.
Manifest Destiny, I went.
Yeah? What'd you find?
There was tribes of people living there, and then we fucked them up.
And that's when he found out that his daughter is a real piece of work. And not that attractive.
But she keeps pulling...
My daughter's a bitch, too.
Who are these people? These are the Gregersons, yeah?
Yeah, the ones renting them the cabin on the lake. Yeah, she brings people home all the time. I don't even know what sex they are half the time. And I'm not judging that. I'm a very liberal woman.
But my daughter is not attractive.
My daughter
My
is
daughter's
ugly.
a real piece of work. And she's not even she's not even attractive. Oh Lord, that was hilarious.
We need to mention that the opening scene with Bill Burr and John Mayer, when they hit the deer, is when they let loose the toxic slime that turns the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that mutates them, but for beavers, apparently, it just makes them into zombies.
Yeah, that's what I said. The ooze flies out the truck.
Ooze.
Luke, John Mayer's character, Bill Burr says, check the back. He just turns around and looks at the back. He's like, the back is fine. Didn't even look.
And then he goes and looks at the deer. He's like, yeah, I don't think he's going to make it, man.
And it's just gore all over the front of the truck. I hope we get to see them again.
I don't know if you noticed, Kenny, but this movie also has another tie-in with another movie that we've reviewed.
Is it Croc?
No.
Is it?
I'll set the scene for you. So the three girls...
Is it the lake?
No, it's definitely not the lake, because this one has a lake. At the
Pond.
So what is the difference between a lake and a pond?
I feel like if you
Ecosystem.
can stand on one edge and see all other edges, it's a pond.
No.
That's my personal thing.
Then there'd only be like 5 lakes in the world.
Then there only should be 5 lakes in the world.
Then at that point you're looking at like an inland sea, like the Mediterranean.
I'm sorry. When I walked up to one of the Great Lakes, I don't remember which one it was. You might as well have been staring at the ocean because you can't see it remotely to the other side.
It's ecosystem, and it's probably fresh water.
It's
like a lake is fresh water, right?
It's the depth of the water. It's the size of it. It's nebulous. It's like a sliding scale. Okay, because I had an English language learner ask me this, like, what's the difference between a lake and a pond? And I didn't have an answer for her, so I had to Google this. And Google didn't really help me out.
Just say
Because they're
pond
like,
is a small lake.
usually, if you can see the bottom, it's going to be a pond. You have to have a midnight zone, a darkness in a lake to be a lake. You can't see the bottom of the lake, and then you also have different animals in a pond than you would in a lake sometimes. And it depends on what the size of the whole thing is.
So let's just go with my thing. If you can see every side,
Beaver
from
attack.
one
I don't
point,
like that because then we're living on a pond and not a lake.
We are living on a pond.
It's lake.
Yeah,
I
don't
almost said where we lived.
Yeah, don't. But lake sounds better than pond.
So Jen, Zoe, and Mary, they decide to go out for some swimming.
Girls weekend.
Some girls'
Hold
night
on,
swimming.
I think I've cracked the code.
Ooh.
Because maybe like a river or a creek will flow into a lake versus a pond is just there's nothing flowing into it. It's just there.
That's
We've
true.
moved on, Daniel. Yes,
Yeah,
Kenny.
but I cracked the code.
No, it's too late. The
Congratulate
Nazis
me.
have already won. You took too much time to crack this code. It doesn't matter.
But the important thing is Ryan was about to say I was right.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Because when the girls finally do see the beaver dam, we see there is green all over that beaver dam. And I'm like, oh, man, you know what this means? A
Predator
child
blood.
predator has been here.
Child predator
It
strikes
could just be
again.
it could be a regular predator. It doesn't have to be a child one.
No. Only criminals, only child criminal
'cause
predators.
Like a child predator would be curious about, I want to go see the beaver, right?
Right. Just bled all over his little
Versus
home.
an adult predator would be like, leave the fucking animals alone, you little shit, right?
Right. Exactly.
My name is Smith with a Y.
I already
In
made
case-
that joke.
In case you guys need
My name is Ryan with a Y.
write me a check. So our 3 ladies having our girls' weekend. First off, have to be reminded: no cell phones. Let's go get change. I don't want to get change. I want to send a text. It's great. It's fine. Then they're gonna go swimming in the pond lake. Zoe is immediately like, "Yep, don't need this top." Takes right off. We got boobs. And the other 2 are like, you can't do that. There's what a family see it. There's only 2 houses out here. Nobody's gonna see. It's fine. But you know what? It wasn't fine. Their bikinis or anything were not fine. They needed to cover up. Smith told them.
With a Y.
With a Y.
I mean, it was very offensive. You saw how that bear
The
reacted.
bear was upset.
He didn't like it, yeah.
You guys tell me something.
Uh-huh.
Would you Swim up to a beaver dam.
Swim up to it? No. Walk up to it? Yes. Because I have done
Why would you not? Why would you not swim up to it?
I'm not.
I can't get away.
Get away from what?
Anything.
The Zombeaver that I know is in there.
You think only beavers could potentially be in that dam?
What else is going to be in there?
Well, now that you say that, it makes me think no.
That's going to bother you.
A snake.
Right, but a snake can get you on land.
It can get me a lot easier in the water, because I gotta tell you,
but like a snake is only gonna
Kenny's
attack
a floater.
you
He's not a swimmer, so it's not.
If it
feels threatened, and
I'm surprised.
And there's a lot less.
I am too. I think my bone density is high or something.
Yeah, you're like a hippo.
Because like even in the ocean water, I don't. This is true. Even in ocean water, I don't. I have to work to be extra buoyant. I just fucking. It's my X-Men mutant power.
It's the most useless power in the world,
to the
really.
bottom of things.
I fucking.
The only thing more useless than your power is my power to see if there's a spider in a room. I'll see it.
But it is pretty useless because most of the time you don't.
No, 100% of the time, if there's a spider in my eye line, I'll see it.
100% of the time I see a spider, I've seen a spider.
That's my superpower.
Except for on occasions when it wasn't actually a spider. I did say, Ryan, right here, I said, sick-ass beaver dam. Be a shame if a bear and a child predator destroyed it.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And is that green beaver urine? Well, beavers don't pee where they live. They don't live in the dam. They live in the lodge. Well, there's green beaver urine on that, too. Fine. I guess beavers just piss on everything. Okay, are you happy?
Did you know that near the beaver anal gland is a different gland that secretes a goo that you can use for vanilla flavoring?
Oh, I can't use it because I don't know how to process it, but they use it. We've eaten many.
And it's used for perfume because it smells good. Did you know that?
I knew that.
That's a beaver fact.
I did not.
Yeah, we're eating tons of beaver products. Apparently.
You're actually not, because only like 300 pounds of it is made.
It's delicious.
Like a year.
I'm eating it.
Because how are you going to get it?
From fur trappers.
That's not really a thing anymore.
Why, when the bear popped up, did she cover her chest for modesty? I found that hilarious.
Well, it's because like you're scared, so you're gonna like I would have covered my crotch.
You're covering the tender bits because those are the bits the bear's going to go for first.
Well,
right.
I just didn't want it to wield mine as a weapon. That's why I covered mine.
Right.
What, rip it off and beat you to death with it? Is that what you're...
That's how I fear I'm going to die one day. So
probably.
Hey, thanks for saving us from that bear, mister. We're staying over there in that cabin. It's my cousin's cabin. Oh, the McKellers?
You know them?
No.
No. Movie's funny.
It's hilarious, but there's not really a whole lot to chew on, I don't think. But it just kind of goes.
Chew on beavers.
I know the
beavers chew on things.
Have you ever seen a Zombeaver before?
Bearver.
It's officially.
Is this officially the first
bear?
Zombeaver bear. That's the first time I think I've ever seen one.
A Zombeaver bear? Yes, I've seen a zombie bear. I'm sure.
Sure.
But a Zombeaver bear? Yeah, that's a first. And there should be more. I'm fully supportive of all these cross-pollinated animals.
I appreciate that this movie, it has like different acts and rising stakes. So we start off with zombie beavers. They're going running amok. But then once people get bit, those people then change like into beavers. Zombeavers.
Where
like,
Zombeavers.
That's great.
It was great, especially when they had the tail and she's slapping it on the floor.
I'm
but
like
basically,
that.
she's just dropping
Thank
it
you
low
for your
like she's in a
dedication.
rap video. Yeah. What I don't appreciate
Boots with the fur.
how unrealistic these three women are when they're sitting back in the cabin later that night. First off, one of them asked the dumbest question ever. Is it popcorn or popped corn?
I think that's a legit question
No,
that I myself am now wondering about.
It's popcorn. It says popcorn on the bag.
Right, it says that.
Is popcorn just popcorn? Yes, but it's
that's
called
what I'm asking.
Popcorn.
But should it be called popped corn?
No, because that's not what we named it.
I'm with Kenny. It's dumb.
It's dumb. Also, these are three ladies that are.
I thought it was dumb also.
Yeah, you did. I knew it. Now these are three ladies who are maybe close to Daniel and I's age. Sorry, Ryan.
I don't think they are.
I think that they're younger probably, but
At the
not
time
by
this
much.
is made? Oh,
They're-
in real life?
Definitely at the time. Definitely at the time it's made.
I mean, I'd put them around, well,
Mid-20s,
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking back to
which
my
is
mid-20s.
not our age
We're close to it.
I think they're
All
older
I'm
than both of
saying-
you.
Maybe, probably.
now. Wait. Which means
Always.
then and always. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, us now to them then, though.
That's how
But
aging works.
when will then be now?
So, okay, well, let me look here. Let me just pull up one of them. Do we have an age here? 87. So, yeah,
That's older.
that's Zoe. She's got 2 years on me, so she would have been still younger than us now, though. But I'm just like, I don't like how energetic and bouncy they are sitting around that house. Like, why aren't they exhausted and done with life like the rest of us? And I think it's a matter of the economy in 2014 hasn't fucked them up yet. Maybe I just answered my own question. They're not,
Well,
beat down by the
2008
man.
recession has happened already, so
Yeah, but by 2014, I don't think they were feeling. Were you feeling the recession in 2014?
I just got my current job in 2014, so I was good. That's probably the most money I've ever had, to be honest.
You got fired before 2014?
I started in 2013.
Yeah, raise your hand if you've been fired. Is it just Daniel?
I don't think I have. What if you don't respond to their "we don't want you to come in anymore" letter?
You just keep showing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been fired.
No, like, what if they keep paying you? What if it's a whole office space situation? Do you ever really get fired?
Do you got your stapler? Did you get your stapler? Look,
Oh, I'm looking.
there's
What do
a
I see?
noise. There's a noise outside,
You cut my banging on the door. What was it?
and we're going to go investigate it. I'll tell you what it was. It was someone running out of the darkness to turn around and bend over and shit at me. And that's how you get the ladies.
That's how you get that's how you get the right lady.
Yeah, because the boys are here.
The boys!
Because Zoe cursed girls weekend.
Look, her boyfriend's, he's got a dick, and it fell asleep. And we
Like your
gotta,
foot.
we gotta wake it up. Come
My
on.
dick is
That's it.
asleep!
36 hours since he last had sex. And then, we finally cave. Even though they even brought the boyfriend who cheated on Jen.
Jen, that's the whole reason for this girl's retreat,
Yeah.
because they're pulling Jen away from her filthy, treacherous, cheating boyfriend.
Yeah, was that Tommy?
I think that was, there's Buck, who's with Zoe. Tommy, I think, is with Jen, and then Sam is with Mary.
That sounds right. Now, the guy playing Tommy you've potentially seen before, Jake Weary.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in
Where'd
It
you
Chapter,
see him?
It Chapter 2
Oh.
Altitude, which I actually don't like that movie. It was like, the cover looked really good, and then it wasn't.
Daniel, when's the last time you felt like a Power Ranger?
When I was going at a girl from behind.
I didn't say what made you think you were a Power Ranger.
said
I said when
Said-
was the last time.
Yeah,
That-
when? That was the last time. It only happened once.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Our boy Buck, Peter Gilroy, is taking our girl Zoe, Courtney Palm, in the classic Doge style, and he's feeling it, and he's feeling like a Power Ranger. And then he's yelling, "You're way too hot for me. You're way too hot for me." I know the goofs they play at the start of the credits of this movie has a couple more takes of that scene, and I think they're all hilarious. Why are you with me?
Yeah.
Why are you-
I have mommy issues.
No, it was good. His character was a fucking cartoon character. It worked for this movie. It was hilarious. And it was his character that made me question, did I get really drunk and, write this movie? Because I feel like I could have wrote this movie. I probably wouldn't have pulled it off as well, but this was all...
This is achievable.
Yes. Then we got...
Okay, so they're doing off their thing, and then Sam and Mary are off doing high pitch moan, low pitch moan in their bedroom, and we got Tommy and Jen. Yeah.
It was Sam that was with Jen.
Oh, okay.
Sam, Hutch Dano.
All right. So Sam and Jen are on the couch listening to that. Ew, 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 having a good time. And then he's like, "Oh, so you've seen the photo?" And she's like, "Yeah, I've seen the photo." And he's like, "Oh, well, I was drunk."
Yeah.
And then I rolled my eyes, and I'm like, really? We're going to have the I was really drunk defense? This is what we're doing now?
And then he corners her in the hallway after she slaps him twice. They start making out, and it's like, she did not just forgive him. And then, boom, massive knee to the
Kenny,
dick.
I'm like, 2 slaps and time served? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they weren't even good slaps. Those were like the weak-ass slaps from the one girl. And
No, she actually hits him because his cheek goes red.
Yeah, but they were still weak. But they were playing it up like a WWE slap, like the table was slamming.
When the table moved, yeah, that was funny.
No, I think she tapped his Dragon Balls. I do.
Yeah.
At this moment, Kenny, I went, this is fun and all. I want Zombeavers. That's what I paid my ticket for.
Know, but we're not there yet.
We're close.
I got an education for, we're close. I feel like a Power Ranger.
Ooh.
Then we cut to Tommy, played by Jake Weary, getting freaky with Mary, Rachel Melvin. And the reason I bring this up, because it's not as funny as the other scene, is he's laying back there shirtless, and he's got this big tattoo across his side that says 1440. And every time I see any collection of numbers, maybe saying a year or something, I'm always worried that it's some sort of white power thing that I don't know about. So I'm like, okay, I better figure out what this is. So
what is it?
I looked it up. So 1440 is the number of minutes in a day. And according to a couple of things that popped up, including this Forbes article, it's a mentality and a mindset change to change your life for the better, reminding you that you've only got 1,440 minutes in a day, so every minute matters.
So wouldn't you want to put that somewhere where you could see it?
He sees it in the mirror.
Like all the time? So you'd probably put it on like your knucks.
The Forbes article is ridiculous. The guy was like, people would pop into my office for a quick minute chat, and it'd be 30 minutes. So eventually, I just hung up 1440 outside my office door, and people started asking about it. I'd tell them it's the minutes in the day. And you know what? Those just a minute, 30-minute chats started getting a lot shorter, and then I even heard people in the office start doing it. I'm like, is this what Forbes is? Is Forbes articles
fake.
like this? That's just fucking...
Yeah, it is.
Like,
this is what they've become. Yeah, sure.
We go there and we write articles.
Because at a certain point, like, you've written about everything there is, you know?
So
there's nothing else going on.
There's nothing going on, yeah.
I mean, that would require you to, like, leave the office and actually
you throw the dart at, like, you got your little thing that says what you're going to blame millennials for this article, and you throw your little dart at it, and it's like, got it.
Apparently, we are cheering this next housing market crash.
Well, I mean, after we sell the house, I'll cheer for it.
Right? Agreed. But man, I read about a third of that article, and that guy had to have been choking because his dick was so far down his own throat.
That'll happen.
So, that was my little uneducation tangent from the guy's tattoo.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
You know what we finally get, though, Ryan?
What? Do we get a sweet, sweet Psycho reference?
That's right.
I was going to say, no, absolutely not. What we get is a Zombeaver in the shower.
Well, but the Zombeavers are the victims here. They were poisoned.
And then later they get stabbed to death. You're right. This tracks.
Yep.
I'm back on.
Not ask
I'm back with it.
To be poisoned.
They didn't ask to be stabbed to death by people who are having relationship issues. They did not.
Who the fuck is crying on vacation day?
And you know what, Jen? You're a really ugly crier.
She really is. This was the part of the movie, though. So after Jen finds the Zombeaver in the bathroom and freaks out and run out of there, I'm like, hold on.
How did he get in there?
Well, that is a question, but I was
through
thinking...
the drain.
Why is he in there? He came through the drain?
He smelled himself. He's like, man, I smell like piss. Have we just been pissing on each other this whole day?
I usually smell like vanilla, but this ain't it. Was this entire movie inspired by when Family Guy went to the South and that whole raccoon attacking throughout like the whole episode? Because I feel like I'm just getting that same energy from these Zombeavers of just popping up in random fucking places without any like rhyme or reason as to how or why they were there.
Like when he's in the cabinet.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is the fucking raccoon bit.
Okay. I thought this was more like someone said, how can I do critters, gremlins, ghoulies, but make it nature?
This is just someone who said beavers.
This is someone
said, you know what? I can make a whole bunch of beaver puns.
Yeah,
they wrote the Zombeavers
Daniel
song
explained to me that beaver is a colloquial slang for a vagina.
I didn't explain that.
He did.
That's a lie.
No. He really did.
Daniel, you're the beaver master.
I don't even think that's true.
It is true.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People always try to get the beaver.
The correct term is Fajuzzel muffin.
Ah, yes.
It needs to bake longer.
Yeah. Look, we need to have a safety orgy.
Just like they would gather the wagons around back in the old days.
Oh, I do. Okay, can I wear an orange hat then?
Never take it off. A little beanie?
Oh, yeah. I ain't taking that off, even when I go swimming.
Even when you go swimming in the fucking dirty pond water. Look, we beat that beaver until it was limp. We got our wood on that beaver.
Oh, I am so happy when they destroyed that beaver puppet. It made me so happy.
They had 9 different beaver puppets.
Did they? Oh, each one of them. So fake. So great.
Beautiful. They didn't even try. It was so glorious.
And you know what? As they're whacking on these things, they're making their little beaver noises. I'm like, you know what? This sounds like the death screams of rodents of unusual sizes in The Princess Bride. I'm going to compliment you and say it sounds similar to that. Good job.
Just took that.
Is that the technical term for those guys in that swamp?
ROUSs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Lord. It's like, nah, never mind. We're not going to dog on you today. We're going to dog on Ryan. Ryan.
Ow.
You little bitch.
I, too, get excited when I see beaver getting smashed.
Right? But when other people are smashing it, but you're watching from somewhere else.
Yeah. It's fine.
Like an abominable.
Exactly. Much like that's fine, it's also fine the next day. Because you know what? We're going out of the cabin. Let's go back. Let's go swim in the lake. But
there's a dog. We haven't mentioned the dog.
Well, they have a dog.
Whose dog is that? That's Mary's dog.
That's Zoe's dog.
The dog has a key part to play here shortly. But
does it?
It does. Oh yes. So we're going to leave the cabin and go swimming. I think it's Mary. No, Jen. Jen says, "We just got attacked by the beaver. We can't go swimming." And Buck is like, "That was last night, and that was in the house. The water is way safer." And I'm like, "From beavers? You got attacked by a beaver in the house?"
Well, I mean, they haven't seen any beavers not in the house.
This is technically true.
Empirical evidence.
But now you're going to the
100% of all beaver attacks so far have happened in a house.
I don't know. All I know is these dudes are serving some bods. Because now we're out there, we got our dudes with our shirts off again, and man, peak male form. This is what I'm talking about. Authenticity, bros. None of these fake hard bods.
No, not here.
I want to hear about their training regimen. I want to hear how they got in shape for this movie. I need to know how to maintain.
I think they're doing the same thing we are.
You just live your life.
Maybe not Daniel, but the rest of us.
Buck is swimming with that fucking beanie on, and that kills me.
We get the reveal that it's Sam and Mary are the
on the swim dock.
Yeah, on the dock, and it's Mary in the photo. So Sam was smooching on one of the best friends.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so now I'm like, wait, this movie is telling me that Buck and Zoe are the model couple. They're the ones we should aspire to be. And I'm like,
they are.
You know what? Abs 100% they are. Yep, that's you got to find everyone. You got to find your Zoe. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you sick son of a! She is not going to listen to this episode.
I feel like the Princess Bride.
Oh my god! Are you gonna make this a little highlight clip and show it to your wife? You fucking simp for your wife.
See, honey, listen to all the nice things I say about you on the podcast.
Nice things.
And then it's just a 5-second clip.
Yeah, that was it.
Of the one time
remember
it's
that
happened?
time I screamed, make it so during my vinegar stroke? Do you remember?
And then I'll cut together a 3-minute clip of the creature just walked by. Oh, what the hell is she doing? I tried to get her out of the house.
We cut together all the silent bits where Ryan mutes the microphone so he can beat his family.
Yeah, it'll sound like this. Yeah. We talked Jen into walking into the water. She's going into the water. She has a denim shirt on. Why? No, you don't. She didn't go all the way in, but the fact that she probably would have had a beaver not swam by her foot with a sick underwater beaver cam.
Well, okay. No, you're technically correct. Carry on.
Something touched my foot. What? Come on, Jen. You just got in the water. I was already excited. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe that just happened. Now you're over there like acting like something like, oh. We get the classic person gets pulled under the water.
And you think it's a joke.
Yeah, we always think it's a joke, especially because it's Buck getting pulled under.
But then the blood.
There's blood. He comes in. He lifts up out of the water his own foot and kind of stares at it.
Oh, gosh. It's good. It's so funny.
They start scrambling for the swim dock. Jen obviously just steps back out of the lake, and they get up there. And honestly, until they do like the close-up shot of it, the effects on his like severed foot pretty decent for this kind of budget of a movie. I thought the close-up of it made it look like just a weird still image of a badly drawn fake cut off limb, but other than that, it was good. And then we get some beaver action. We're throwing beavers. That's hilarious. We make a small boob joke about Zoe's top being too small to be a tourniquet, so she can't take her top off again. And then someone kicks a beaver, and that's hilarious. And then Jen's running back into the house trying to find something to help with the beavers, and then she immediately gets into a fight with a beaver in the kitchen. And I'm just laughing at the whole thing at this point because it's just chaos, and it's hilarious. Because again, these puppets are they're the perfect amount of just done well enough to where, okay, yeah, that's a beaver, but man, that's just not, that doesn't look real at all. They got these weird white eyes, and they're just, it's like beaver puppets being thrown at people almost. It's glorious. It makes me want to go back and watch the original Piranha 2, where they had the flying piranha, and it basically looked like they had like fish puppets tied to string that they were throwing at the actors, who then had to catch them and hold them against their neck and then act like the fish was like flopping against their neck. Like,
yeah, it's just acting.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. So we stab the beaver in the kitchen down to the counter after beating it for a little bit, so it's pinned in place, not dead.
Oh, this is the beaver from earlier, too.
The one they beat the shit out of with the bat in the bathroom.
Which explains how he has a key to the house, because it's obviously his house.
It's Beaver's house. Yeah. Then we get the rest of our cast back on the swim dock, and Sam has an idea of how to escape.
So sometimes, okay, you gotta value, like, human life versus animal life. I'm throwing that dog.
Yeah.
And he does. And then the beavers eat the dog.
Which, I think it would have been funnier if the dog had actually just swam right out. They didn't even fuck with it.
Gotten out. Yeah, absolutely.
But no, they decided to eat. Yeah, Sam shot puts the puppy.
Would have been funnier if he had kicked it, like, like an Anchorman.
Like, he reaches down to try to pick it up, and it just like starts biting at him, like nipping at him. He goes, fuck it. And he just punts it right. Yeah, like field goal kick. We see it fly. But it's obviously a puppet when he kicks it, too. That would be hilarious. That would have been great.
Now, in case I need to say it, in case the situation ever arises.
Don't kick your puppet dogs?
No, I'm throwing both of you into the lake so Ripley can swim to safety.
I don't think your dog can swim.
She can swim, just not well.
That's fine. I'm taking your severed foot with me.
I'm skeptical of your dog's ability to breathe.
She doesn't do that well either. But you know what? She was running pretty good yesterday on the trail.
I don't believe that either.
She's really winded afterwards.
Until she had a heart attack, and then we had to carry her the rest of the way. Yeah.
She walked. She got her 40 minutes in. I don't know that she will ever be able to run with me. Then you get the shot of the fake beavers just swarming the dog and then chomping down. And then it's like, shut up, Zoe. Swim. It's time to swim. And they swim to safety.
But the beavers have cut the landline. The beavers cut the power.
Yeah, they did.
Do you think they did it on purpose?
Nah, they just, Smith, I think they did it on purpose. Smith is going to later say they just chew on everything.
The best shot, top 2 shots in this movie, because there's another one later I like. So this is one of the top 2 beaver shots, is after they swim across the lake and get back to shore and run into the house and they get in there to safety. It's nighttime, dusk, if you will, and the beavers are all just sitting outside the house, like not even on the front porch. They're just like squatted down, staring at the house. That looked so good. The next one was, I forget what moment it happened, but they opened the door and it's just a bunch of pairs of beaver eyes shining at them back out of the darkness. just like the end of Abominable, where turns out there's multiple Abominable snowmen.
Just like Abominable.
Yeah, it all comes back to Abominable. Those 2 shots were so fucking good. Simple, but effective. I loved it. But anyway, Beaver's outside, people inside. Now we get to examine the beaver that's been beat to death with a bat and stabbed now. Why won't it die? Is it on steroids or something? I don't know, because I'm not a baseball player.
Right.
That's them saying that. That's not me saying
that. Grand slam.
Yeah. I think it's Sam takes a knife and puts it through the head of the beaver on the table. It's like, that's what you gotta do. But I don't even think that worked. Did that beaver come back to life?
Well, he didn't even get it through the head.
Yeah,
it was like in the neck.
Sam sucks. And I think it wasn't until the decapitation of the beaver, cut off the beaver's head, if you will, and threw it to the other beavers.
There's
symbolism here somewhere. I don't know what it is. You tell me, man. I'm busy scissoring to Lady Gaga over here, okay?
Oh my gosh, hell yes. And then Buck is on the couch hugging his foot in a bag full of ice.
As you do.
And now, the cat's out of the bag. Mary kissed your boyfriend. Secret spilled. Ladies, when we get out of this situation and get to safety, we can all sit down like adults and you two can talk about why you both find me attractive.
The way they look at him after he says that is like, fuck.
They're like, he's right. He's right.
I want to rip him apart right now.
He's so stupid, but he's right.
But the scene Ryan was alluding to, the kids scissoring each other to Lady Gaga, that is again the Gregersons. We've cut back to their house because they're hearing all the noise going on at the cabin. And they say, they're probably over there scissoring each other to Lady Gaga. And she says, well, why don't you go over there and find out what's going on? And he's over there, you want me to go check out a bunch of college girls? I might not leave the party.
This movie has a particular view of old men, and it's not good.
I like it.
It's not wrong.
It's dry, like their skin. Dry, crusty debauchery. Just lecherous dryness.
How's your skin these days, bud?
Lotion every day, my man. You got to master putting on the sunscreen every morning, okay? At least you do it for me, because I will ignite.
Oh, true that. I got moonburn once.
So when we ship you back over here, are you going to have to be shipped in a coffin of dirt?
Well, he actually has the coffin of dirt from his homeland that he took over there.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Do we have to bring it back?
Well, he's got regular homeland dirt here, but he might want to refresh it. It gets stale.
Take out old dirt, put in new dirt.
Put in new dirt.
You got to turn the dirt. It's been 3 years since he's had new dirt.
I don't think there's such a thing as new dirt, is there? Hasn't all dirt just been here?
Like new compost? That becomes dirt.
Better, it does become dirt. And it could have more nutrients. He's sapped the nutrients out of that dirt.
What is dirt?
Life, man.
Life, man. We are dirt. And dirt is you.
Oh, shit. We're just fucking...
All we are is dirt in the bin.
Fucking space dust hurtling through the galaxy, man.
Look, I'm sorry I never ate your pussy. I'm going to go back and I'm going to eat it all one day. It just smells so bad down there. So we get Tommy, Zoe, and Buck escape, make a break for the vehicle to drive away because they got to get Buck some help because his foot's been severed.
Yeah. Now, couldn't the rest of them have fit in that car?
I think you make it work. Yeah, easily.
They could have made that work. So as I'm watching the car drive away, I'm going, yeah, they sure got in that car and just drove. That worked really well.
The people in the house even said, maybe we should have gone too.
They did. They did say that.
Yeah, was it Sam who's like, no, you can't go outside. It's nighttime. They mostly come out at night, mostly.
It's been daytime.
It's the people who haven't cheated and aren't part of that.
That is correct. So you want to leave the social drama.
These people suck.
Yeah.
You stay.
You work. Yeah.
100%.
Let the pure go.
Also, I forgot to mention the part where the Gregerson's dog disappears from beside the chair.
And then he's petting
the beaver. Yeah.
You know what? Beavers like to be petted.
Beavers like to be petted. So
I bet that beaver only attacked him when he stopped.
That's true.
Yeah. For sure.
That's when they strike. The car gets stopped because a tree mysteriously falls down in front of it because, you know what? Beavers can do that.
Beavers fell a tree. Yeah, it's amazing.
We get some beaver combat. And at one moment, like, I feel like the beaver floats in the air like the Matrix. And gets shot.
360 camera angles as well.
Yeah.
Is this before or after that they drop a tree on Tommy?
They do that.
It's during this whole exchange. They drop a tree on Tommy. There's a beaver.
And then you get the two beavers kind of like high-fiving.
And then Smith shows up.
With a Y.
And shoots the flying beaver. They're in the truck. And he's talking about beaver fever, which is a real thing. That is what they had called that. Like, what he's talking about, it was something that they thought was transmitted. It might actually have been transmitted by beavers, but it was thought to be associated with beavers. Happened in the 70s, and it did cause diarrhea.
I recall beaver fever in the 70s, because, like, porn.
Any of you
You've
guys
seen some
got
documentaries
diarrhea?
about what happened in the 70s, have you, Daniel? So let's take, I forget his name. What is the name of the dad in Croc?
Mr. Incident.
Or wait, is it Bruce?
It's
Dylan Bruiser.
Dylan, but no one ever calls him Bruiser.
No one, he calls himself. Now, he claimed to be a ranger.
Right.
But can we all agree that Smith is the real ranger? The way he is just
he's laying traps. He's nailing
shooting.
Shots.
He's not trying to trap these things to put him in a zoo, okay? He's
and he
taking
knows how
care
to
of
treat
business.
a lady.
Telling her to cover up.
Yeah, cover up. This is where they drive back to the cabin.
One of the best lines.
We get those glowing beaver eyes in the dark, and he's firing out into the darkness. And what does he say, Ryan?
I don't know.
What you just said is one of the best lines.
Fucking
says,
beavers.
Filthy, hairy beavers.
Oh, okay.
Was that the best line you were thinking of?
No, it's when they get back into the cabin and they're all starting to fight amongst themselves about what to do. And I think it's Sam who says, like, the beavers want us to turn against each other.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's what the beavers want.
That's what they want,
We can't turn
man.
against each other right now.
He's also struggling to move like a dresser against the door.
Sam is great.
Yeah, also,
great at how useless he is.
The beavers are monogamous, not like us.
Not like us.
Because they're really like beaver facts.
That's one of my beaver facts. Yeah, it's one of my beaver facts.
Jin's like, remember that time? Because, yeah, you two cheaters.
Yeah.
Cheater, pumpkin eaters.
They're still having their little drama, and that's just, whatever.
It's okay. Mary's going to go lay down.
Mary's going to happen. Now, did you think this was a nightmare sequence? Like her guilt was causing this?
No. I wasn't. I didn't think that it was a nightmare, but I wasn't sure. I would say I wasn't expecting to happen what happened, and I am very happy that Beaver Jin was a complete surprise to me.
I completely forgot that happened in this movie. All I remembered was the Zombeavers. I did not remember the were Zombeavers. So
what a gift! What a gift!
Jin climbs on top of Mary.
I guess we've been told that they had made out in the past to like make boys jealous. So we know if they've kissing before, and so I'm like, oh, okay. And Mary's even saying, oh, you weren't really mad because he was kissing you, but that it was me. It was with me because implication being you want to get with this. These sexy glasses,
which is very bold.
Bob, Jen's being very bold. She climbs right on top of her and starts trying to chew on her with big beaver teeth.
Her finger start extending, like claws come out. All of a sudden it cuts back to her face, and it's a big fucking drooling beaver face.
One of the finest beaver transformations ever put to film.
It's definitely top 3 werebeavers.
Daniel, do you have a real life beaver transformation that occurred that you think was better?
No, I'm just like all 100% of all beaver transformations are in this movie.
That's what you think. All I'm saying is, oh shit, this wasn't a dream. But then I'm like, you know what? Well, problem solved. It's no longer a love triangle.
Well, don't rule anything out.
That's fair.
I thought you got more attractive with the chompers.
You thought that after the lady turned into a deer, too. I'm starting to think you're a furry boy.
Furry man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Furry man. Oh, Lord. So Mary gets out of there, traps Jin in there. Jen's pounding on the door from the other side, and we get the shot pulled back, and she has a big beaver tail now, and she's just dropping it like it's hot to get the tail to slap the floor, and it's just fucking hilarious. We get out there, we find out, let's see.
I think at some point Buck and Mary then get into the bathroom?
Sam and Mary. Buck and Zoe left again? With Smith?
So
they couldn't get in the cabin because the door was barricaded, so they went to the neighbor's house.
That's right. That's when they found the massacre there, because my boy Buck, well, his foot was bitten off. He also got beaver-fied.
No one's safe in this movie, Kenny.
No one's safe, and they're trying. So Zoe gets the gun, the rifle, because Smith is being attacked by Buck, and, well, she fires a shot and hits Smith right in the head, so thankfully he's put out of his misery. But he's not dead, because he got bit by a beaver, so he's gonna come back. But man, my poor boy Buck, he did no wrong. Zoe has to run away from that nonsense. She gets the car.
Oh, Kenny, you're missing the part where she runs upstairs.
Okay.
And then she does the Friday. Yeah.
The
but only after she encounters Old Lady Beaver. And it scares her so much she jumps out a window.
Just jumps right out the window. Fun fact about Phyllis Katz, who plays Mern Gregerson. Apparently that whole bit where she's talking about her whore of a daughter who's not that attractive, she did most of that dialogue herself.
I feel like a lot of this movie is ad-libbed.
Yeah, and it works beautifully. This is, I think this was the perfect cast for this movie. The people were in the right minds. I think everyone on board with this movie was 100%.
Everyone read the script all the way through. They saw the title, Zombeavers.
Yeah.
And
don't ask me how they got John Mayer or the Backstreet Boys. Zoe jumped out a window, and she's in a car, and now we got Mary and Sam hiding in the bathroom together, but now they're all paranoid. Mary's telling Sam, take your clothes off, I need to see if you got bit. Sam's like, are you serious? And he's like, now you take yours off. And then he notices a bruise on her, and he's like, what's that? And then she just starts making out with him, like, oh yeah, problem solved, we're gonna get down and dirty now.
Well, he touched her on
butt. Down and dirty. Yeah, touched her on butt. But you know what? They're trying to get into the bathroom, and then Zombie Jin busts through a wall and bites his dick off.
Good.
That did happen, yes. It was great.
Yes. It's amazing. Also, one of the beaver humans tail slapped Zoe's foot at one point. That was hilarious. Or was it just one of the beavers?
I think it was just one of the beavers.
Tail slapped her foot. We were playing Whack-A-Beaver at some point. Now, this is the part where I have to ask you guys.
Damn it, Kenny, that's my exact note. Whack-A-Beaver. They're all popping up through the floorboards.
Through the floorboards, and it's great. Imagine Nick Cage's character from Willy's Wonderland in this movie. This is how you continue doing that. You put him in these situations, and he just handles it.
That character should. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Also, I forgot to mention, the reason they were getting ready to escape from the bathrooms because they smelled smoke, because a beaver went and bit an electrical cable.
They're just chewing everything.
He caught on fire,
and then went over to a curtain, and so I think it did that on purpose.
And it immediately caught on fire as well. Oh, it's so good.
It's
so
great.
Happy.
So then Mary's running out, and all of a sudden Zoe crashes the car through the side of the building. It's like, Mary, have you been bit? No. She's like, Mary, where's everyone else? Like, oh, they're gone. Just get in the car. And they get in the car. They're backing out. Then we get Smith out there, who is still alive, with a Y, who got shot through the eye, and he's firing the rifle at the car.
He looks pretty good.
He looks solid.
This is a good look for him.
And then we drive it away, and then we have to stop because there's the trees down, so it's like, no, we got to go on foot here. And now, well, Zoe says, I never liked Jin, whenever Mary says Jin is dead, and I'm thinking, what was your problem with Jin? Jin never did anything wrong. Jin isn't the one who is tearing this friend group apart with her infidelity. Mary is the problem, not Jin.
Jin's kind of a prude. Wouldn't get in the lake.
Well, that's because she just got attacked by a beaver the night before she was in the lake.
She didn't want to hit popcorn with a ping pong paddle. You know, she's not fun.
She's not fun. Mary sucked, but Mary's got a gun.
When she pulled that gun out, I was like, where the fuck did you get a gun?
The glove box. She told you.
Oh, the glove box, obviously, yeah.
Obviously.
You got bit, so... No, I didn't. I jumped out a window. And a beaver tail slapped my foot. I didn't get bit. No, I know you got bit. no, you're gonna change. And then Mary changes. Wouldn't Mary know that she got bit? Mary should know she got bit. And I still think Mary was distracting Sam from seeing that she got bit.
I think she got scratched.
From the lovemaking with the beaver that really got you going.
Right. That would have been when it happened, yeah.
Because then Mary turns, and then Zoe takes the axe she's been using as a crutch and fucking axes the shit out of her.
So is this a slam against Axe body spray that it slays the beavers?
Yeah, it slays the beavers, and it's also made from beaver extract.
Because, you know how sometimes, like, you'll read into something a little too much?
Not me. I'm not the one talking about vanilla glands.
I'm not saying you. No one said you.
My beaver tail's thumping. I feel attacked now.
You're not attacked.
Thumpity, thump.
Those beavers were sure angry.
I was waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
For you.
And now we get Survivor piano as Zoe's walking off.
All the music in this is very good.
And then it goes full circle. Hey, Daniel.
What's up?
You see that girl?
Oh, yeah, I see her.
Truck plows into Zoe. It's fucking it's fucking Joseph and Luke again. He fucking same thing, looking at his phone. Kill Zoe. Nobody survives. Then we get some fun bloopers. Like, listen to me. If you have bloopers, you need to show them to us. Put them in the credits every time. Don't make me have to wait to hope to buy a DVD that has them on there. Because I will watch them. But just give them to me I need to see like the amount of like stunt bloopers like at the end of a Jackie Chan movie. I need to see that for every movie. Give them to me. Especially like I want to see the Schindler's List bloopers.
Right.
It's going to be great. Now we get through the bloopers and we get the greatest theme that's ever been themed.
This is true.
Ever. Zombeavers.
Say goodbye to your golden retriever.
It is so good, and I think we could probably find that and throw it up here without any issues. So stick around after our farewells, and we will hopefully play that entire track for you if you feel so inclined to listen. You guys like this movie?
No.
I give it 5 beaver tails.
Out of...
he just gives it 5.
Out of 3 bottles of vanilla beaver gland perfume.
Okay.
It got 4.8 out of 10.
Crime.
I gave it a 10 out of 10.
That's a beaver pelt crime. I agree with Daniel.
There's nothing wrong with this movie. It is what it is. It's exactly what it set out to be. It is perfect. And it didn't extend its stay. 77 minutes.
Entertaining, unexpected twists.
You didn't have to care about the characters because that wasn't the point. It was just we've got a title. This has got to be one of the best movies built around a title like ever. Like we didn't have an idea. I just said Zombeavers. I thought it was funny. I wrote it down. 30 years later, I'm like, oh yeah, Zombeavers, and then made a movie. It works. It's good. It's great. Watch this movie. Looking to see if there's any other fun facts in here other than I still don't understand why John Mayer's in this. That's so fucking random. Or, I mean, it's not like he was the only random big name in it. Like, was Bill Burr not that big in 2014? I feel like Bill Burr's been around forever. Yeah. So, like, someone had to have known somebody.
It's a mystery.
No, you just show them the title, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the writer, director, Al Kaplan and John Kaplan also wrote this, but Jordan Rubin is the director. He has written...
I think he does a lot of, like, reality TV stuff.
He did... Oh, he was a writer for Crank Yankers.
Do you remember Crank Yankers, kids?
No, he did new Crank Yankers, Ryan.
He did the Critters TV series.
And he directed 8 episodes.
TV. This felt so much like a Critters...
Which is actually a Critters movie that they then broke into...
Is it?
Yeah.
But it doesn't show him directing the movie, though.
Well, no, it was a movie that they broke into. Okay.
Did you watch Critters: A New Binge?
No, but I want to now.
I kind of do, too. I mean, that's the one. I'd seen some images of it. I mean...
Gilbert Gottfried's in it.
There's a little critter wearing a fucking, like... Is that a collar and a tie?
He's going to work.
Oh, my God. He's adorable. Critters went to college, so it makes sense they have jobs now.
What?
Pretty sure. Did Critters go to college? No, that was Ghoulies went to college. That's my bad. It's not my fault.
But we need to make Critters go to college now.
What other movies you guys recommending? We got another fun one.
I recommend Critters Go to College.
Critters Go to College.
100%.
Go watch your other ridiculous little monsters movie. Critters, Ghoulies, all that.
Were-Deer.
Were-Deer for your weird people transformations. I'm going to recommend another movie we're doing this month. I'm going to recommend yesterday's movie, Frankenfish. So
yeah, that was a good one. That was good. The podcast we did on it was good too.
Hopefully I remembered yesterday to recommend this movie for
Wait.
There's some weird time traveling shenanigans going on right now.
Weird, man.
Yeah.
If you like fun animal puppets, I really love the scene in Evil Dead 2 when the deer
moose?
head on the wall, the moose head on the wall starts like laughing and while Ash is going crazy. That's some master puppetry right there. Master of puppets, if you will. This is a good movie. Just watch this movie. Just watch this movie.
Well.
Time I beat the trail with my giant badonk beaver tail. Slappity slap slap slap.
I've been your horribly not aroused by weird animal women host, Kenny.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, that one's an attack.
That's a direct assault.
I've been your beaver aficionado, Daniel. I like beavers of all shapes, all sizes, all various fur lengths. You got your short-haired beaver. You got your European beaver. It's actually a Eurasian beaver, but they don't live in Asia anymore. And then you got your North American beaver. All beavers are good beavers.
Here's your opportunity, folks. Send Daniel pictures of your beaver. He doesn't care. He wants to see your beaver.
At P.O. Box.
Scruff McGruff.
Chicago, Illinois. 60652.
I've been your beaver, scissoring another beaver, listening to Beaver Lady Gaga Beaver. As I'm trying to get you all to turn against yourself, beaver style. Number one dad.
The beavers run the deep state.
My beaver face.
Beavers did 9/11.
I feel just like Power Ranger.
Beaver face, beaver face, beaver face.
Did you say beaver face?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Zombeavers, you hear your sweetheart scream. She tells you why you don't believe her. She saw one in the bathroom, it's no lie. It's a zombeaver, contaminated by toxic goo, a random genetic mistake. They're semi-aquatic, they're hungry for you. Boys and girls, stay away from the lake. Zombeavers, 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 zombeavers. A cheerful gang of college students think they're on vacation. Instead, they're dodging beaver chompers and facing their damnation. Don't board up the doorways and windows, my friend. It won't do any good. These furry brown bastards are fully equipped and they'll chew right through the wood. Say goodbye to your golden retriever. Zombeavers, zombeavers. So brace yourself, you've never witnessed rodents quite like these. Oh, Jesus Christ, you can't escape. They block the road with trees. Check your bodies for scratches. You can't be too careful. Their claws are a cause for concern. Yes, once you're infected, it's only a matter of time before you turn into zombeavers. Spoiler alert. Zombeavers. Look out, they're coming through the walls. Your girlfriend's chewing off your balls. Zombeavers, zombeavers, zombeavers. Zombeavers, baby.